Welcome to Paracord Pals and Heroes. These are some of the supplies that I plan to use in making the Prince Namor bracelet. Hello everybody, it's Courtney Holmes. Welcome to Paracord Pals and Heroes. Today we're gonna do the Submariner, Prince Namor, King of the Oceans. That's how he is now. We're doing us a double wide Solomon. And I've got it going, setting up on the colors of him, which are basically gold, green, and a little bit of black thrown in there. I've got this color representing his trunks that he wears. He doesn't wear much clothing or anything, and it's also crowned and laced with gold on his trunks. He's got a belt with an emblem on it, seashells and all. But I'm going to rig him up something very special for him, because he is royalty after all. And I'm going to put together some eyes on him. I've got a pretty good idea. And these hobby beads here are going to be included. I'm going to paint those black, and I'm going to incorporate his eyes and eyebrows and everything, and figuring out what I want him to look like a little bit. He's now changed from the way in the comics and the TV cartoons. He's changed quite a bit in today's world. But let's see what's going on. Let's see what Marvel has in store for him. And stay with me on this bracelet, and we'll put together something really nice, real sweet. So let's get in the water, y'all. Be back in a minute. Okay. On their own side, 1, 2, 3, come down. Got the middle. Make sure that this one on this side does go behind the partner here in the middle. Don't tighten it down yet. And then 1, 2, 3 on his side. And as always, you can use your fid to do this. The one that's on this side, under the bottom, of course, can immediately cut it. Burn it. Without burning up your bracelet. And the one on the outside, bring it over into this side. Go into the second one, which is a little bit more freed up now. A lot of times you don't want to do these and cut them, but one at a time. I'm just doing this here to show you how to close out in the back off of your making your original foundation, the double wide solid. Now I'm gonna burn these and everything, and I'll be right back. Thank you. Okay, let's let them meet in the middle. How many double knot sets we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So quite naturally, 8 should be the middle of the bracelet. 7 on this side, 7 on that side. So, just be directly noticed, I'm gonna put the mosquito in the middle here, and my intention on his eyes were to have his eyebrows basic. Let me flatten the tips down on these to give you better access. These aren't done, but yeah. And we're only going to make his eyes 2 double knots wide. So let's come up in the back here. As you see. Two over again. pseudo. There's his eyebrows. Cut some of this off the field, like so. Alright, there we go. We're going to give him some eyeballs here. I'm going up under the additional core color and onto the top of the first line lineage here coming down. So I'm going right here, behind here. I'm gonna use my spatula come through the back of here and bore a little bit. Take the white cord and go up with my hemostat and kind of bore that a little bit to make it easier to come out the bag. Go to the other side and do the same thing here with my flat spatula, so I can get right in there. Go through the front this time to grab what's in the back here. Kind of bore a little bit to make that hole easily accessible to come on through, like you just see me do. Going up under the eyebrows to the same area here. I should have, I guess, put the eyebrows in second. But of course that black goes on top of the white like so. Come to the other side, right under here. Would be good to invest in a nice cheap pair of hemostat. You can find at the 5 and dime for a few bucks. Okay, and that's the Submariner's basic set of eyes. Now, I've painted some clear hobby beads into the black ones. For his pupils. Okay, and I'm going to put this portion of the green in them to give his eye a unique look. So I'll be back with that, and I'm gonna grab something else and I'll be right back with you. Thank you. All right, for the eyes, you take your black or whatever color you're gonna have the pupil of the eye and the iris, and in this particular case I've chose a black pupil with the effects of this color green or whatever color you're gonna have for the iris and everything in the middle, and snap me in off of it, you know, go ahead and do that if you had it in like that. But these should be about maybe 2 inches long. Give yourself some space to work with. Go ahead, pull the back out, maybe half inch or so of the inside. Snip that inside, right? It's going to be half inch like I said. Pull the excess forward once you have snipped all that part out of the inside. Then take your torch, burn this outside color, whatever color it's going to be, you know, that you want it like that. Just make it, and I use the term ooey gooey, when all of that connects and it's all flowing. The hollow part, the donut look has went away and it looks like a sealed over piece of ooey gooey. At that time is when I'll drop a spot of the glue right here, right at the right before that, and I'll scoop that black part, the purple part, forward, and it attaches from the glue as well as the molding part, which is right here. And the effects you'll see immediately, and you get two of those, and then you'll have a your eyes, and that's what you do, right? And that's how you make your pupil portion of that, and it has a unique effect, and you'll see how this looks better with the additional film footage I'll have attached to this when you can really see up close. Now, we put the eyeballs in on our bracelet at the bottom part, where the additional core color meets up with the bottom lineage of the core itself. Right there. That's where we went in between the eyes. Remember that? Okay. They're down here in the corner. We're going to go up top here for the pupils. So take your spatula or whatever you have, feed it, and go ahead and go between in the middle of the eyes. He has two double knot sets, then go in between, just like you see this one is. Okay? That's how you see this one. And that is, of course, because the pupil goes onto the eyeball. It does not come away if it were down at the bottom. So we're going closer to that. And so the second one here is already done to keep that space board open, right? Remove that, and I'll come in through the back. Like I said, this is right there at the top portion, okay? Clip onto it, go up to the wider portion of your hemostat and kind of bore it out a little bit anyway, just in case, to make it easier to pull on through. See that? All right. Once that's done, and you've got both your eyes in, and there you have it for the Submariner Prince Namor. And as you see, I've went ahead and I've gutted a nice length of Goldenrod 550, and I've made him a belt using the standard belt weave that we do, over 2, under 1, over 2 more, under 1, over 2, under 1. So you see here, over 2, under the 1, over the 2, under the 1, all the way through to the end. And I'm going to create a little bit something different for his belt because he is a royalty. So let's go past that portion for a minute, and if you will, if you need to, go ahead and look at that while you have it like that. And I'm going to show you something else. Now, he has winged ankles. I took some gold ones here and a gold little foot that I have. Weld those together. Boom. Wings on his feet. Okay. Yeah, we go for that. Shouldn't be much to do. And here's the real ones that are going to go onto the bracelet. Can perhaps slip a base onto that. See, he's all done. And that tag from the foot is of course removed. And we can put him on a base to stand out and show more effect. And I think that's where I'm going with that. So put this here per se. You can also use some form of a black or whatever if you wanted, or a bigger base. Now, onto his bracelet, his buckle, I'm going to put this emerald and pearl pennant part that I had. I'm going to affix it onto a shell clam that I have here and put it just right. Hopefully you'll see how everything fits when it gets to the closure here, but I'm gonna get that put on. And I may put these two scallop looking clams or whichever onto the side of it, across here, but you'll see in a minute. And I may or may not have a surprise also on this. So this is where we at now. Go ahead, come in from the bottom, anchor it in the bottom, right? Do the two over, one under, all the way to the end. Come out where it looks cool and equal to you, and come on out the back, and then anchor it, you know, here somewhere else that you could figure out. And I'll be back in a minute. Thank you. Okay, took the bracelet and wrapped up a couple of items on it, sent it through its finishing metamorphosis, and we have us a nice bracelet. Prince Namor, the Submariner, who was I don't know, he comes from a unique background that you probably would have heard of it, or at least somebody else with a similar background and everything. You never know what these people got in their closets out here, I tell you. Well, the Submariner comes from Atlantis, where he's the prince of it, and his mother got in a situation with an American, a white guy. They had a pink baby, as they were calling it back then, except he had pointy ears. And later on, when he got to be around 13, 14, he sprouted some wings on his ankles, and his powers were starting to come out. And this guy was born to like I say, a land-bound father and Atlantis princess, the daughter of the emperor, who we kind of got all mixed up in bombing them all way back when, and we didn't even know they were in the Arctic. We were just dropping mines off the ships cruising through, trying to break up some ice and all that stuff. And they took it as a real threat, like we did it intentionally and everything. And she comes up out of there and she wanted to let us know, the Americans and the military people that they are, hey, we live down here, y'all need to chill. Then she fell in love with the captain of the ship, the white guy, and they ended up in a big snafu. She goes back home. He gets in a situation with some other Atlantis people, got shot, possibly killed. It really doesn't say in the comics back then, you know. And she goes back home, finds out she's pregnant, has the baby. It's a boy. She names him Namor, and he grows up strong as hell, picking up ships, can pick up and throw all kinds of things, move mountains. The guy is bulletproof, fireproof. Any accident or injury he has, as long as he's in the water, it heals almost immediately. And even if he's out of the water, it kind of heals up a little bit. There are very few other superheroes, you know. Granted, this guy's a mutant, but there are very few superheroes that can compete with him. This dude has distinguished, strength, and everything is super. He has beat up and knocked out the Hulk, put out the fire of Johnny Blaze. He can control water, rain clouds, anything, make it rain, create ocean monsters, can use the powers of other ocean critters, like the electric eel. He can harvest that, and out of his own way, boom, you know, he'll throw down some power, electric, right out at you. He could communicate with them and have them do things, you know. So he's a bit tweaked up, a little bit more than Aquaman. So I don't know. He's out there, you know. He come in and even fought in World War II with Captain America. You know, they were both fighting Nazis. He ended up not just understanding and learning about humans, but protecting us. So come out of there and working with the Avengers and other people. He's the Submariner, everybody. And that's what he's about. What you think? Full of a big scale of everything, huh? Yeah. He's got ears. He's even got a nose ring, or whatever he calls it, a bone. This guy he's very, very super. If I can get him off my wrist, I think I need to come the other way. Excuse me. Snap, snap. I don't think he wants to, even though he's got my skin. There we go. His ears were made using our typical bendable wire. You know, I love this stuff. Yeah, they got it at the 5 and dime. It's cheap, only costs you $3 or $4, and you have a lot for a lot of projects. Just spray paint the ears gold, like I did. Put them on there. Take you a little piece of 550 cord, blue, not necessarily any kind of emerald, but you could have. And I started to put him some rings on his ears, but I left that out also. This has a little bit of M95 dark blue going through to the back to make that bone or piece of whatever he has in his nose on the Black Panther Part 2. But he is a nice makeup, and he's good for anybody's Paracord Pal collection. And no, he doesn't look like an elf. No, he doesn't look like Yoda. But that's something to do. But I'll tell you, dig that, huh? The Submariner, everybody, Paracord Pals and Heroes, is fan-based Paracord bracelet. Boom. What you think? Well, I'm Courtney Holmes. Thanks for coming here today, watching this episode, and give me some comments if you like. If you really like this, take your time and go ahead, subscribe to my channel, and I promise you, I will bring you forward a lot more ideas on what we could do with our paracord. Y'all be safe out there now. God bless. Have a good day. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everybody, it's Courtney. Thank you for joining Paracord Pals and Heroes this afternoon. I appreciate your support. Come on back and let's do it again with these bracelets, man. I'm out of here. Thank you. All right, here he is, the Submariner. A little closer look at everything. Wings on his feet to fly. Emeralds and pearls. He's royalty. He's a mutant. He's ready to get out there and fight on either side. The Submariner, everybody. Submariner. Thank you.